what's going on? What's going on, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Great Game Challenge channel. Today we have ourselves a little bit of a special video, something that I kind of wanted to try just to see what would happen. So pretty much, there are 30 teams in the NBA, and what I did is I took their best overall player inside of NBA 2K21, and I replaced it with their best all-time player from their all-time roster in NBA 2K21. So there are some people that I think are better than the player that I had to put them, but I'm just doing their best all-time player as from their all-time team, like their best rated overall player. Also, for some cases, like LeBron James, he's the best all-time overall player for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat. So normally I would put the best version, but they were both 99 overall. So I just put him on the Cleveland Cavaliers because I think that they could actually use him. And then on the Heat, I just stuck with Dwayne Wade because I feel like that's kind of fair. And then also for like the Clippers and the Raptors, Kawhi Leonard is the best all-time player for the Clippers on their all-time team, and he's the best player on the Clippers right now. He had a better overall with his current self, so I just kept him right there. And on the Raptors, I just did their second highest overall player, which is what I'm doing. If the first overall player has already been in the league, I am doing their second overall player, which was Vince Carter. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by telling you who went for each person. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid got replaced with Allen Iverson. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo was replaced with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. With the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine was replaced with Michael Jordan. With the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jarrett Allen was replaced with LeBron James. For the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown was replaced with Larry Bird. With the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard was just there. He wasn't replaced with anyone. So pretty much the Clippers are just going to be the underdogs because they're just going to be their current team right now. So we'll see how they can do. On the Memphis Grizzlies, John Morant got replaced with Pau Gasol. On the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young got replaced with Dominique Wilkins. On the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler got replaced with Dwayne Wade. On the Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo Ball got replaced with Glenn Rice. On the Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell got replaced with John Stockton. On the Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox got replaced with Oscar Robertson. On the New York Knicks, Julius Randle got replaced with Walt Frazier. On the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James got replaced with Magic Johnson. On the Orlando Magic, Jonathan Isaac got replaced with Penny Hardaway. On the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic got replaced with Dirk Nowitzki. On the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant got replaced with Julius Erving. On the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic got replaced with David Thompson. On the Indiana Pacers, Domantas Sabonis got replaced with Paul George. On the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion Williamson got replaced with Chris Paul. On the Detroit Pistons, Jeremiah Grant got replaced with Isaiah Thomas. On the Toronto Raptors, Fred VanVleet got replaced with Vince Carter. On the Houston Rockets, Christian Wood got replaced with Hakeem Olajuwon. On the Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard got replaced with Clyde Drexler. On the San Antonio Spurs, DeMar DeRozan got replaced with Tim Duncan. On the Phoenix Suns, Chris Paul got replaced with Steve Nash. On the Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got replaced with Kevin Durant. On the Minnesota Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns got replaced with Kevin Garnett. That's kind of crazy. Kevin Durant than Kevin Garnett. For the Golden State Warriors, Stephen Curry got replaced with Wilt Chamberlain. And on the Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal got replaced with Elvin Hayes. So, if I had to choose a team that I think was going to win, I think the Brooklyn Nets will win because even though they don't have KD anymore, they got a big three of Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Julius Erving, which I think is better than that big three that they have right now. So we're going to hop on to NBA 2K21 and simulate one season to see how they would do. Okay, so we are now inside of NBA 2K21. We're going to go into the power rankings just to see what team they predict will be maybe the best. I don't know. So in the power rankings, they got the Los Angeles Lakers, then the Warriors, Bucks, Rockets, Spurs, Celtics, Raptors, Sixers, Nuggets, and Bulls in the top 10. So we're going to simulate the first 2 weeks and see how everyone's changed a lot. We're going to be simulating to January 17th. So in the Eastern Conference, the Bucks are the first seed as of right now, followed by the Hawks, the Raptors, Wizards, Bulls, Sixers, Celtics, and Knicks, I believe, are the top 8. And in the Western Conference, the Lakers, Rockets, Grizzlies, Blazers, Kings, Spurs, Warriors, and the Pelicans are the top 8. So Kevin Durant is averaging 40 points a game with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he's leading the league in scoring. Kevin Garnett is leading the league in rebounds, but I just noticed that if you look, look at that. Hakeem Olajuwon is injured. The Rockets may be in trouble. Magic Johnson is leading the league in assists. I'm not really surprised that the top 5 are Magic, Nash, Stockton, Thomas, and Robertson. Another thing that I'm not too surprised about, John Stockton's leading the league in steals, almost averaging 3 steals a game. That's insane. Another thing that we're not surprised about, Hakeem Olajuwon leading the league in blocks with about 3 blocks a game, which is really impressive. But you know, guys, what? One thing that's really crazy is I was wondering, hey, where's the Nets? Because they got Julius Erving, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden on the same team, so they must be. I thought they were gonna be the winners. Dude, they're the 14th seed. And when I went to go check just to see what was happening, look at this. Kyrie in the simulation, bro. Kyrie Irving dropped to an 87, and James Harden's an 89. Bro, what happened, 2K? He's only averaging 16.8 points a game. Harden, are you okay? Somehow Kyrie Irving, with a lower overall, is averaging more points than James Harden. That's really crazy, but we're about to simulate to the All-Star break. I actually thought we were going to simulate to the All-Star draft just so we can see who the captains are and so we can see who's going to be an All-Star. So Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson end up being the All-Star captains, so it's not LeBron. Looks like, I'm surprised that Hakeem never mind. I was like, Hakeem's not on here. Hakeem's right there. But it looks like on Team Magic for the starters, you got Kareem, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, and Magic. And on Team Jordan for the starters, you got Oscar Robertson, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Vince Carter. So I think that's pretty cool. I think I may simcast the All-Star, and then I'll show you the score. Oh, the Eastern Conference ended up winning. That's crazy. I'm not going to lie, I kind of feel like an idiot now. Of course, LeBron and Jordan aren't going to be the All-Star captains because LeBron, I put him on the Cavs because that was the first LeBron that popped up. And then, and then Jordan's also in the East, so they're both in the Eastern Conference, and it's going to have to be a West and an East. So, yeah, but if LeBron was probably on, the Lakers, then he probably would have been All-Star captain. Checking in again on the Eastern Conference, the Bucks are still on top, followed by the Celtics, Sixers, Bulls, Raptors, Wizards, Hawks, and the Hornets. That's kind of interesting. Are the Nets still... the Nets actually went back up. Let's see if Harden's overall went up. Nope, he's still an 89. But Irving went up to an 88, so that's nice. And Irving also went up in overall. He was 96, now he's a 97. And in the Western Conference, the Lakers are still on top, followed by the Rockets, Kings, Nuggets, Warriors, Blazers, Clippers, I believe. If you're wondering why I said I believe, is because I didn't know if that was 8. This is 8. The Spurs are also in here. I'm surprised that the Grizzlies are actually doing this well. But I'm going to see, how many points is Jordan averaging? Just out of curiosity. So Michael Jordan is actually second behind Kevin Durant in scoring. He's averaging 33.8 points a game, which is phenomenal. Kevin Durant's averaging almost 40 points a game. That's also after. Kevin Garnett's still leading the league in rebounds per game. Magic Johnson's still with the assists per game. And this is very interesting. John Stockton went down, and Michael Jordan's actually leading the league in steals per game. And hold up, do you guys see this? Look at this. One of these players doesn't belong here. Hakeem Olajuwon's averaging 3.2 blocks per game. And Mitchell freaking Robinson, an 81 overall, he wasn't even supposed to be a part of the simulation, is clutching up with 2.6 blocks per game. Wilt Chamberlain, and Rudy Gobert, he's not even a part of the simulation. Yo, that's crazy. All right, we're about to simulate to the end of the season to see who gets all of the awards. So we simulated to the end of the season, and Hakeem Olajuwon wins MVP. He ended up averaging 27, 14, and 2, with averaging 1 steal and 3.3 blocks a game. Cole Anthony wins Rookie of the Year. We don't care about that. Sixth-man, Montrezl Harrell. None of our people were sixth-man, so it doesn't matter. Hakeem Olajuwon also wins Defensive Player of the Year, so that's crazy. So that means that he wins an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year, which is awesome. I think he did that before in 1994 as well. Mitchell Robinson, Most Improved. We don't care about that, but he deserves it. And Frank Vogel. So none of us, I mean, I guess it makes sense that defensive and MVP are the only awards that our players would win, because none of them would be Most Improved. None of them would be six-man. Cole Anthony, rookie, none of them were rookies. So, yeah, congrats to Hakeem Olajuwon. All right, so on the All-NBA first team, we have Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett, and the MVP, Hakeem Olajuwon. Apparently, he's injured, so that's not good for the Rockets. Hopefully, they can still do good, though. On the All-NBA second team, we got Oscar Robertson, Clyde Drexler, LeBron, Larry Bird, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And on the All-NBA third team, we have Russell Westbrook, Penny Hardaway, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, and Kawhi Leonard. That's 3-4. I don't know why they don't have a center. On the All-Defensive first team, we have Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Hakeem Olajuwon. And on the All-Defensive second team, we have John Stockton, Ben Simmons, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Wilt Chamberlain. And now we have officially made it to the NBA playoffs. I'm going to simulate the first round and let you know what happened. Okay, so in the first round, the Lakers absolutely destroyed the San Antonio Spurs, sweeping them 4-0. The Denver Nuggets actually ended up causing an upset to the Sacramento Kings, they getting swept 4-0. The Golden State Warriors losing in a Game 7 to the Los Angeles Clippers. And the Houston Rockets losing to the Portland Trailblazers 4-2, and I think that the only reason they lost is because the Hakeem Olajuwon was injured and he didn't come back. And actually, he got injured again. Surprisingly, he didn't come back. He won 2 games, I believe, and then he wasn't there for the Game 6, so he wasn't able to play. So that just proves that the Rockets really needed Hakeem. Over here in the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Washington Wizards in the Game 6 4-2. The Toronto Raptors causing an upset to the Philadelphia 76ers. Winning in a Game 5. The Atlanta Hawks beating the Miami Heat in 6. And the Boston Celtics sweeping the Michael Jordan-led Chicago Bulls in 4. In the Western Conference, Magic Johnson carries the Lakers 4-0 against the Sacramento Kings. And we have an upset. The Portland Trailblazers beat the Los Angeles Clippers in 7 games. And up here in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Toronto Raptors in 6, and the Atlanta Hawks will lose in a Game 7 to the Boston Celtics. So in the Western Conference Finals, the Portland Trailblazers will literally blaze past the Los Angeles Lakers, winning in 5 games. And over here in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics will beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 7. The Celtics are actually up 3-1, and the Bucks almost came back, but they just couldn't clutch up the dub. So this gives us an NBA Finals matchup of the Celtics versus the Portland Trailblazers. We will be simcasting every single game, and I will be showing you guys the results and even the celebration for whoever wins. Don't cheat. Let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think is going to win? So in Game 1 in Boston, the Boston Celtics will beat the Portland Trailblazers. This isn't really fair because this team was a 2nd seed and this team was a 7th seed. But they did beat the Rockets, who were a 2nd seed, and they were really good. But then again, they didn't have Hakeem Olajuwon. They beat a bunch of good teams, so maybe they can beat this. But I don't know. It's going to be kind of tough. In Game 2, the Portland Trailblazers will beat the Boston Celtics in their own home, tying the series 1-1. And the Portland Trailblazers in a 5-point game will beat the Boston Celtics in their home court. And the Portland Trailblazers are now up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. This is insane. Well, guys, that's going to do it. The Portland Trailblazers are the NBA champions, being led by Clyde Drexler and a clutch buzzer-beating shot. Somehow, someway, the Portland Trailblazers have beaten the Boston Celtics. They have gone through tough challenges, many through a storm. But somehow they did it. As the 7th seed in the playoffs, they have won the NBA championship. So, as I was filming this, the video that you're watching right now, it was July 20th of 2021 when I was filming it, and that wasn't the only championship celebration that I watched that night. It's the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions!
Congratulations, Milwaukee
Giannis
Bucks.
Antetokounmpo has a ring!
A 50-point game.
My favorite player of all time. has a ring. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Man,
You are legendary.
the
Anyway, sorry for the quick detour. I'll let you guys get back to the video. In Game 7, Clyde Drexler put up as many points as minutes he played. Congratulations, the Portland Trailblazers have won the championship, and what a journey they have been on. Clyde Drexler gets Finals MVP, and he deserves it, averaging 40 points a game in the playoffs, 4, 9, and 6, almost a double-double, averaging a steal and not really a block, but that doesn't matter. He won Finals MVP, and he got a chip. What a tough journey they had to be on. They had to beat the MVP Hakeem Olajuwon with the Rockets. Then they had to beat Kawhi Leonard with the Los Angeles Clippers. Then they had to beat Magic Johnson with the Los Angeles Lakers, and then beating Larry Bird with the Boston Celtics. This is a miracle. Well, I had a fun time filming this, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you can post notified whenever we post a new video, and we will see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Bye.